So Kamala Harris is pitching black men now, out of the blue. Obviously, we know why. Obama did a masterful job of scolding black men and turning them away from the Republican Party. And so Kamala Harris is coming to save the day. And so somehow, some way, immediately they was able to come up with these plans that deliver for black men and their families. And so there's five key talking points. I'm going to read them really quickly to you guys. The first one is to provide 1 million forgivable loans. Now, some people think that this means that you're going to get $1 million. That's not what it means. It means that they're trying to allocate $1 million. I'm sorry, 1 million loans for up to $20,000 for black entrepreneurs. And here's the key, here's the asterisk, and others. We don't know who others are. And others who have a good idea. All right. To get your business off the ground. Second talking point. And this is not a grant. It is a potentially forgivable loan. Let's remember that, okay? That's the key. They dangling money for y'all. The second thing is to launch a national health equity initiative focused on black men. So they want y'all to get y'all health right. All right. Third is they're gonna legalize marijuana at the federal.
What
Give
the
me a
fuck that
second.
got to do with black men?
Give me a second, Slimmy. I gotta get through this. Hold on.
What?
This is Kamala Harris site. It's kamalaharris.com/agenda where we getting this from. So for delivery for black men, they're gonna legalize marijuana at the federal level. And here's the reason: to break down the unjust legal barriers that hold black men and again and other Americans back. All
That bitch
right.
put people.
Oh, hold on, Slimmy. Let me get through the 5 points real quick. Next on the list. Next on the list is lower costs by enacting the first ever federal ban on corporate price gouging for food. Now, some of you guys may have heard this before. This is a part of her opportunity economy. She says she's going to go after grocery stores. All right. So this is kind of irrelevant too. And lower rent by down payment assistance to triple the number of first time new homeowners and black homeowners. So obviously that's part of the same thing she was talking about. Also, a little $25,000 for first time homeowners. So with these five talking points, we're gonna give it to Slimmy, and we want to get Slimmy's opinion on what's going on out here in these streets. Slimmy, for sure, take your time and have your conversation, sir.
If you vote for this bitch, you ain't black. If you vote for this bitch, you ain't black. I'm done. That's
Slimmy,
all I
that's
got to say.
that's that's a little harsh, Slimmy.
No, no, it ain't.
It's a
No, it
little
ain't.
harsh. It's a little harsh,
Joe
Slimmy.
Biden. Joe Biden said this. Said this. He said this, and he literally was somebody who put black people in jail. His whole crime bill, right, was geared towards black people. Kamala Harris, as a prosecutor, she did things geared towards black men. Didn't she have a few? She admitted a few times she that she what she say? What was something? No, she didn't admit. She didn't admit to it, but she pretty much uh was putting black people, or putting black men in jail excessive times for whatever they were accused of. She was giving them excessive time, like marijuana. She was running up the numbers for marijuana for people who
Hmm.
got. Now she gonna turn around and legal and act like it's legal now. Like, man, this shit is absurd, man. Like, we gonna keep falling for the same plays. They not changing up the playbook.
I know Carrie is really heavy on policy and things like that. Chat GBT is her friend, but she don't need it right now because we're looking at it right now. And but I'm gonna come to Carrie in a minute. Quentin, I know that you are heavy into um understanding trees on a local level. What are you looking up like that for? You the one that said that you understand the industry.
I don't,
So
I don't, I don't know what this has to. Actually, making it federal will probably make us go broke over here at the local level. We'll lose money. So
what do you think about her 5 point initiative
I
towards
think I think that
black
marijuana
people?
one was the one that really stuck out to me. Is like like black like niggas is the only one out here smoking marijuana. I feel like it was like a dig. I'm about to help you niggas out that like to smoke up the earth. Like I was kind of like a dig to me.
Well, the idea is that some people can't get jobs or some people are not really capitalizing off of their economic opportunities because
I think
it's
the
got a
only
hold on them,
people
big dog.
I think the only people who really want marijuana like legalized like federally is like the consumers, like niggas that got like small grow operations. No, that's when Coca Cola gonna build a big ass facility in your state, and they gonna have a we got a little 25 square foot facility. We can grow a little bit, but then Coca Cola gonna build a 10,000 square foot facility, drive the price down, and little niggas is gone.
Mm.
So yeah, we don't really want that to happen, but whatever. Thanks, Kamala. Appreciate you.
Carrie, what are your thoughts?
Um, I'm starting to not really believe that this is real. How this is all going.
This is on her website.
No, 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 no. I know that, and it's funny because I literally went to her website and I printed off all of her stuff that she was proposing, and that part is new because it's not included in this. So what I was looking at was what you just read, but broken down. I did the same thing with Trump's site, and when you read deeper into the stuff that she's naming, for
Hmm.
instance, the providing $1 million in loans and what that really means in terms of tax deductions. Um, like one of the things I noticed she said was getting through the red tape of what she say? Something about getting through the red tape of like doing your taxes or filing your taxes. The stuff that she's attempting to address, one, I haven't really heard a lot of people that I know complain about that as if those are the issues with them starting a business. Number one, most of the people that I know in 2024, they're not really struggling per se with like access to start a business because a lot of people's businesses, one, a lot of them don't require a lot up front, um, or they've managed to use the resources that are available to them, whether it's their network, whether it's things like Score, whatever, to get things moving. The other thing is, like Quentin said, it's just so insulting. I don't know, it just makes us come across as if black people and now black men are just not nothing but, hey, look, we're gonna throw some money away. Weed's gonna be legal. You happy about that? Like, we got weed for you. Like, it just sounds so diminishing and undervaluing. All of my mentors have been black, wealthy men.
Hmm.
Like, so for me, this just is
Mm.
it just seems so in our face. It just seems so in our face. Like, tell them something. Come,
Mhm.
somebody go and do something. Tell them we're gonna give them some money. It
Oh, it's
seems
a lot of
disingenuous
women that's crashing out about this.
and like they're
Mhm.
upset about it, or they're
Well,
thinking that
no,
they're
they're saying, see, what more do y'all want, man? She gave y'all what y'all want. Why y'all making an excuse why y'all ain't voting for it now? It's because y'all hate black women. It's a lot of women that's kind of going on that rant right now.
well, that's what I was gonna say when you asked your original when you did the first topic. That's why I was saying I wouldn't necessarily say intolerable as much. Well, it is intolerable, but I was going to say I believe that women like we there's too much freedom, period, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And too much freedom equals like no limits, no boundaries, no rules. Everybody can just operate. And because it's been so woman focused, it's like we have the freedom to be and feel how we want to whenever, however.
Mhm.
And we can come up with a reason or a rule or a law or a community or organization to support however we want to be, however we want to talk, however we want to act. And then we have certain areas that we are either knowledgeable on or we're passionate about. So regardless of what you say about it, like, that's what I'm going to stick with. If people were to just sit and read through some of this stuff and you didn't say it came from Kamala, I bet you they would have a different opinion. But people are stuck in their ways. And yeah, I'm not
No,
surprised that
I don't
like,
think
hey,
so.
we
I
got
think that
something
the
for you.
context matters because the fact that you came up with this overnight over the weekend because of what happened with Obama and the fallout as a result of that, that matters. Because it shows the authenticity of who you are and whether or not you actually plan to implement some of this stuff. But more importantly, I'm looking at this, right? And I'm saying, none of this shit applies to me. None of this stuff applies to me
Mhm.
at all. This is not relevant to me even in the slightest. Has no bearing on my life. None of this stuff will ever hit me, affect me, get to me. Nothing. Not even a little bit. So then it becomes, okay, what do you do for me as an American? And again, one of the biggest things for me is I don't want to pay a whole lot of taxes. I want to close off the fucking borders. I mean, it's a
Most of this
lot of
is for
different.
the. She's assuming that she wants broke black men to broke for her because this feels like the bottom
Yeah, because
tier.
Obama did
This
say
is like from
coochie.
the bottom tier of black men. Like this is what I'm going to give
It
you because
is. It really is.
I don't feel like high functioning black men care about weed being legal.
Not
But
doesn't
I,
No,
doesn't
no, but
even resonate
what
with me.
but
what it
Anton,
is, it's what it is. It's not necessarily geared toward the bottom. It's geared toward people who don't think for themselves.
I mean,
It's geared towards
it's
people who
geared
don't think for
towards that
themselves.
period.
Because
But
if you think about this, like
mhm,
if you think about this, even people who don't have a lot of money,
mhm.
they're not gonna care about weed. What is weed gonna do for them? What is that gonna do for them? You know what I'm saying? Like what does that really do for them? This is for someone. This is for someone who falls for I guess what is that? Punt hit words or what is that shit called? Certain words that stick out. This is for them. This
Because
is
But
oh, I'm sorry.
hold on. Did y'all catch what she's saying though? In every interview, you've heard her say $25,000, right? Down payment assistance. Anton, you still on the website?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, no, but go to that line in her
It's at the
actual,
bottom. I'm talking about
in no,
the payment
not
assistance.
that. And on her website and her issues, right? She has that same thing because that's one of the three things. That's right.
Yeah, I know.
She
She
keeps
remixed it and she remade it
right,
buzzword.
to make it seem like it
but here's
actually
the
affected
thing.
Thank
black
But
you.
here's the
people.
hold on. But here's the thing that nobody's catching. It says she said down payment assistance, but her actual policy on her website, not that for the black men, the one that says the housing program that's under her issues tab, because I've been watching her website, it says up to $25,000. So that means that there is a requirement of something, possibly a certain type of credit rating, something like that. Up to and just giving 25,000 is two different things. You have to look at the language. So now you get into the territory where she's lying all the way around, because you might get to a banker and they say, well, you only qualify for $5,000 because it says up to. It doesn't say $25,000 period down
None of
payment
that is
assistance.
even gonna matter because it's gonna be baked into the cost of the house, so the house is gonna be more expensive. That's number one. Number two, if you look at the language in here, it says black entrepreneurs and others. That's number two. Number three, how do you qualify? How do you justify? And this is two different points. A, how do you justify um being discriminatory towards other groups by targeting black men in your message? That's A.
Yeah.
But then B, because other people gonna be like, what the fuck is it? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? What about us? But then B, when you throw something else in there, is it what I got on my license that I'm black? Like, how do people, how can somebody prove that somebody don't is not black to then qualify for whatever it is the fuck that you got going on?
Well, she gave the Asian American Pacific Islanders about 1.2. She allotted like 1.2 billion for them, specifically for them in California while she was VP, just to, build their communities back and give to their um community banks and things like that. So they can allocate it directly for that. Now, how they do that with black people, I don't know because I've never seen it done. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's going to be done again because everything that's supposed to be for black people has other people always attached
I
to it.
don't. I listen. They've been giving out scraps and handouts and trickle down. I listen. I just won't get the fuck out of my way. Stop overtaxing me. You know what I'm saying? Stop coming out after the cash apps. Like,
But that's why I said people need to just like go on the sites and click the drop downs. Read
I
everything.
have. It's the
Like
same. I
even
mean,
not
I
I'm
got.
not
We
saying
got to do the
specific, but
summary, but I got
like
you.
for instance, it says vice president, she's going to expand access to bank accounts and lending to help black men build wealth. That's a bold statement at the end. Vice President Harris will also work with the private sector to expand access to affordable banking options that will allow black men and others who are locked out of the banking system. Who do you know that's locked out of the banking system?
Nobody.
Scammers.
The only people I would think are locked out are people who aren't supposed to be here. That would be and even they have banks. So who is she really help? Like, it's just words. It's just stuff because like
That
Chris
is for
Rock said,
2K.
if you put it in a book, because
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
people don't read,
Oh
like
shit.
people are not gonna go in and get into the words, and they're gonna do what you say. Anti, look, she has
Yeah.
something for y'all. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah.
She's
How do
No,
you
that
throwing
lower
shit.
out
rent?
large numbers. She's throwing
How
out
do you lower
large
rent?
numbers so people hear, oh, tax credit, like the child tax credit for people who have newborns. So I have 4 kids, but I don't have no newborns. And it's $6,000 to help people because people deserve to have kids and not be in poverty. If you're in poverty, 6,000 will help you, but that's not going to get you out of poverty.
Let me tell you something. That's gonna
And
be
it's
a
only
whole
the
lot
first
of
year.
dudes.
And it's only the right.
It's gonna be a whole lot of
But the
dudes
way we
that
see
get
it,
with
it's
chicks
like,
that
oh,
got kids at tax time and finesse that hoe. That's all that's gonna be.
But
yeah,
Anton, I just got here. But first of all, I remember Kamala saying she can't do this
these
stuff
voices,
against black
these
people.
voices.
She
And
did
then,
say that.
second of all, I don't get how this a black agenda when I see this word right here and others. Like, who are you talking about?
She can't be
You
exclusive.
know who she talking about?
Huh?
Same people that Obama was talking about. The
But
same people Obama got hooked up in that house with him.
No, it's the same
Oh
people that
man.
Uh,
when Roland Martin, when she was on Roland Martin brought that statement up, but he said you guys didn't listen to the statement she said before, which is something that benefits black people benefits everybody. This has always been the case. That's why when the Republicans in the 60s introduced the Civil Rights Bill and it was supposed to be specifically for black people, they made it about everybody except black people.
Well, to some degree, now that I think about it, it would technically be wrong if she said something only for black people because she's not completely black. Like, and I was thinking about this too with the whole father, even if her father is Jamaican. When I was growing up, I was raised in Jersey. The Jamaicans, they identify as Jamaican. If you ask them like, what are you, they would say I'm Jamaican. They wouldn't say I'm black per se. So even with Kamala, she technically she can't
No,
really.
Carrie, you don't try to get her
No,
out of that.
no. I'm not there for. I'm saying even when you think about it, the game
Hmm.
that even Obama's playing, the game that they're playing by leaning so hard on the word black when you break it down, by a black person's definition, you probably don't pass the complete black test.
But Carrie, she didn't
It's
play that game
already
with
a
the
danger.
she didn't play that
Huh?
game with the Asians because she gave the Asians the American Pacific Islanders, like, this is a fact. She gave the Asians 1.2 billion because she was a South Asian. She said, "I am the first South Asian vice president." She didn't say black at all, right? So when the Asians asked her for money, she went and gave the Asians money and didn't have no qualms about it.
And you know what, Mika? That actually, the notion of being the first South, was it South Asian Pacific,
Yeah,
whatever, it
South
doesn't.
Asian. Mm-hmm.
I saw a
I don't even know
commentator
what the hell that
year
is.
That's
years
really
That's an
ago.
Indian
Hawaii.
person.
I guess when she got into, I
So
believe
why
I
they
saw
don't
a
just say
recording.
Indian?
Because India is in Asia, so they have to make it known that it's an Asian coalition.
Yeah. I stay in an Indian community.
Well, whatever it's called. When she came into, I guess she became the ADA, or the whatever she became before she was VP, I think it was. They did an interview, and the guy said that, he's like, and so you're the first, whatever. And she was like, yeah, like, let's get it. She didn't
Yes,
correct them. She wasn't like half black, half no.
that's
So
my
I'ma
that's
just
my whole point. She only
it's
became black
it's
when it
it's
came
too
time.
many it's too many subgroups, man.
But It is. that's been people's issue the whole time though.
It's too many
Like
subgroups.
it's been people's issue the whole time. Like ain't nobody corrected this stuff. I feel like you should pick your most two dominant traits and go with that. Cause like my girl, she Hawaiian, Samoan, French, Tahitian, a bunch of shit. But I like you ain't never going to Samoa, so like you
But
can
all
drop.
that is still Asian, though. All that is
But
still
still,
Pacific
like
Islander.
you don't need it.
I
You
don't
should
even
pick.
qualify women like that. I just be wondering if they got good head.
Wait, what?
where do we even place that? Like, where do we even place that statement?
In
What
your
do you
lap,
mean?
I don't even know where to put that.
in your
Do
lap.
you look good? Are you pretty? You know what I'm saying? Like all of this
Carrie,
other
don't
shit,
quantify it.
south of the border, all of that other. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even give a fuck. Like if you meet a girl in the streets, you're not even gonna ask her what is your. The only niggas I know that would ask a woman about her heritage is the same niggas that would ask her about her horoscope.
Nah, bro. In Hawaii, that's a common thing. Like, what are
No,
you?
Anton, I told you, here in America, America has a different experience than everybody else. Because outside of America, that is your nationality is the thing. In
Yeah,
America,
yeah,
white and black is the thing. It's different.
But we don't. Yo, if
we
I
don't
go
care
over to
because
Hawaii, aloha. You know what I'm saying? Don't
they don't
nobody
really.
give a fuck about what you got going on. You making a shake or no? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, hell nah. Them when you see one of them big 6'6" Samoan nigga punch you, you gonna come correct then. I promise you, them niggas.
well, I hope that nigga can outrun these bullets.
I just struggle with
Ain't
all
nobody
of this
listen. Ain't
all
nobody
of this
worried about
black
no
stuff.
6'6" Samoan. I don't give a fuck about a nigga that look like The Rock. Nigga, I hope you could. Can you punch through these bullets?
Bro,
No.
you
Then
ain't
nigga,
got no guns in
mind
Hawaii.
your motherfucking business. These
You got they
niggas better keep it
Rakishi.
moving. They better keep it moving. Aloha, nigga, keep it moving.
Antonio, you gonna hear you like fight, bro. Hey nigga, you in trouble.
Ain't nobody
You in
fighting no
trouble.
more, man.
Ain't
Listen,
no guns there,
that shit don't.
Anton.
Listen, that shit don't matter unless you in the NFL,
You
nigga.
gonna have to shake a nigga like crazy.
Unless you can blitz. None of that shit matters no more. Nobody fights. Ain't nobody getting into no fights. Only broke niggas is fighting now.
Anton, they don't have guns there, bro. Guns is rare.
No, it ain't.
On the island, yes it is. You gonna have to
Nigga,
fight.
if you can get food, nigga, you can get guns. Trust me.
Anton, you're gonna have to import that joint like everything else.
If you can get food, the type of imported, nigga, you can get guns.
Go see
Trust
them
me.
big niggas beating on their chest talking about you like fight, bro. You won't fight, bro.
I'm gonna just be looking at him like, okay. Cause see, I'm not a confrontational person. I'm gonna just be looking at a nigga like, okay,
Nah,
have a
they
nice
cool
day.
though.
But the point is that again, I just think that it's too many subgroups. I all of this.
Yeah, I'm ready
I'm
to drop
I'm
the
I
African
three
off
think that
my
we
fourths
name.
moved it
this and I'm
around when it's convenient.
27% that and don't
We use
nobody.
it when
I
it's convenient.
don't give a fuck. Are you a good person and can you make it shake? That's it.
No.
I'm ready to drop the African off of my stuff, bro. I'm not African American, bro.
That's all it comes down to is like, yo, are you a nice person? Or you got good character? Is you a person that I do business with? Are you pretty? Are you ugly? Whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got a good personality? Are you a you fucking demon? You know, like who are you? I don't care about all of that other stuff. I don't care about subgroups. I don't care about none of that. I just care about people. When you get to a certain level, honestly, nobody gives a fuck whether you claim you Democrat, Republican, white, black. They want to know can you deliver? That's the only thing that matters is are you dependable and can you deliver? I wish I could tell y'all some of the stories that's happening behind the scenes. I can't say some of the stuff. I honest to God wish I could. I can't say some of the stuff that I could say. They
Anton, I
when
don't know how
people
true
ask
that
a
is,
question,
Anton. Cause
when
I still get looked at as a nigga and I'm competent as hell.
don't
I can
nobody
get the
care
job
about you.
done.
Don't nobody care if you a nigga or not, bro.
Man, you crazy.
Man, ain't nobody, don't nobody care about that, bro.
Anton,
Nobody
they
cares. When it comes to getting when you get to a certain level, nobody cares if you're black or you're white. They care if you can deliver, if you are dependable, can they trust you? And when you call, do you pick up the fucking phone? That's why they care.
put Taekwon on your resume and see if they hire
I
your ass.
don't, that's what I said when you get to a certain level. I don't have a resume.
Most people. That's what.
I don't have no fucking resume. I'm the hirer.
Well, nigga, how many folks is at that level? All right, then.
You be surprised, 2K, how many jobs people truly get from their relationships and from their experience, like what they've done. You'd be surprised. Like I've had a resume. I mean, granted, I don't work now, but I've had a resume, and every single paid career job, I'm calling it that to be funny, has been because I knew a person, my father knew a person, the person I worked for knew the other person, or I like it.
Hold on, Carrie. You at home too?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hey, girl.
I carry your work from home chill probably stink.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, that nobody cares, bro. But nobody
I
cares.
think
If you a
people do.
winner, you a winner, and people only care about being around winners. They don't. They Quinn, my dog Quinn, his alias is Quintavious. Listen, if you pulling up and you a winner, chances are they don't even know what your name is. They don't even give a fuck. They gonna tell you that your name is Q. Oh, I know Quintavious. I don't know no Rich Quintavious. I don't give a fuck. Nobody cares. Can we have a good time or no? All of that other shit is silly.
All right.
I agree.
Listen, man, I got walked. Listen, I did business today with somebody, and I'm never gonna talk beyond this, but I did business today with somebody. These niggas were so connected. We I didn't even know that they had hidden back doors to do business in certain rooms. I was like, what the fuck? Like that shit blew my mind. Man, look, bro. I'm telling you, man, nobody gives a fuck. They only care. They lock your name in based off of how dependable you are in they phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, those speakeasies you talking about, Anton?
No, not those. Anton, they going through different back doors that lead to them tunnels with them little kids. You gotta watch
No,
it,
that
Anton.
no, that ain't got shit to do with it.
You gotta watch
See,
them
yeah,
back
and
doors now,
again,
man.
a lot of us we so small minded. We getting caught up in this busy shit. Man, that shit don't give a fuck. They don't care nothing about that shit, bro. I'm talking about money. I'm talking about making moves. I'm talking about what rooms is available to do the right deals. Get you in the door. I'm telling you, man, it's so much fucking money out here. I seen some shit today. I was like, damn, that shit blew my mind, man. That shit blew my mind. Just a quick, however much money is just like that, bro. But I'm saying we so caught up on this dumb shit, man. All of this Kamala Harris policy and stuff that they got on that website, that's for niggas, man. That's for people that simple-minded motherfuckers that's easily put into a space where they can be dangled a couple little scraps off the table in order to win your vote. Man, don't you know that most of the people that's incentivized by what she got going on, man, you think Mark Cuban give a fuck about that agenda? You think that you think that the
Well,
people
he
that
is
are
voting
getting
for
these
her. So.
migrant contracts, you don't even know what they look like. These niggas, do you know who the small boutique hotel owners are in New York that is getting above market rate for the last 5 fucking years for this migrant crisis? You don't think that they some of they big donors, that those are some of the people that's in those stands? We sitting here talking about a fucking platinum plan that she just put on her website over the last 2 days, and we not really familiar and paying attention to where the money is going. There's people getting filthy rich in this bitch. And I was like, whoa, when I seen it with my own eyes, that shit blew my mind, man. Filthy fucking rich. And they throwing scraps out here. And we over here having conversations, and there's women on fucking TikTok. These bitches is talking about, what more do you want, black men? Shut the fuck up. I be listening to these hoes like, shut the fuck up. Dummies.
But that's how they got them. That's how they got them trained, though, Anton. And they want them to do that so you don't ask any more questions. But I think slowly but surely, men in general, and then especially black men, are actually starting to really pay attention. Because, like I said, if you look at most of the verbiage, it never matches what she actually has on her website. And even in something like you just said, she says lower the rent. Well, how do you lower the rent in a certain type of market? Because in New York City, you're not lowering no rent in that market. How are you going to do that?
Man, all I know is it's so easy to distract people from the moves. All they doing is doing like this, and all everybody running out the back door with all of the money, man. That's what's really happening. They talking about giving y'all loans with y'all own tax money. If that's not the dumbest shit that I've ever heard of in my entire life, they gonna give you a loan that you can possibly be forgiven for with your own tax dollars that you pay into the system every fucking year. How
Yeah,
dumb is that?
that's insane.
But Antar, the
And
banking
we talking
system
about they
work like
giving
that
us free
anyway.
money.
They know that.
Man, that's insane. That is the dumbest junk. They gonna give you lower my tax rate. How about that? We don't want to have that conversation, do we?
Roland Martin asked her that. He said something about a woman that wasn't gonna have a baby, but she had a small business, and he asked, and she was worried about the tax increase. She skipped right over that question and went to, I'm lowering it for middle class families, making it easier, da da da. And I
So
just
why?
said, wait a
So
minute,
why?
she's not
So why
answering
that
it
motherfucking nigga? Why that motherfucking nigga ain't go back to that question and ask it again?
because he's not going to press her. He's not going to do
Let me
that.
tell you something,
Because
bro. Listen,
because he a
listen.
bitch.
There are staffing companies in Chicago that have plain names. Forward Staffing Inc. that's getting $100 million contracts to staff and assist migrants. And nobody knows where this staffing company is going back to. Nobody knows who the owner of it is. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nada. That don't
Well,
that
yeah.
don't that don't that don't that don't stoke y'all mind and y'all be thinking to yourself like, okay, so wait a minute, what the hell is really happening? They're estimating over $2 trillion in costs of the migrant crisis over the next few years. Where?